Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kiryaoni, and I'm back with another video. So in today's video, we are going to be doing this nail tutorial of these super glam and glittery gold and red nails with an aquarium nail, all by using Polygel. So I'm starting off with my nails already sculpted. I use the Meerkat Polygel system in clear, and I used tips for all of my nails except for my ring finger. And so you guys see I'm using these dual forms, and this is the only time I'm going to be using dual forms only for my ring finger. And so I sculpted it into the Polygel dual form, and now I'm putting on my base gel, and I'm putting the form on, pressing it down, making sure that it fits right. And boom, so I cured it, and this is what it looks like. Next, I'm going to be taking the Polygel, and what I did, I put some tape on a pencil, on a mechanical pencil, and then I glued down a tip onto it so that I can sculpt the dome for my aquarium nail on there. So I cured it, and you guys see right now I'm trying to fit it onto my nail, trying to position it right, make sure it's looking real good. And then after I find the perfect spot for it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some builder gel, and the builder gel I'm using is by the Gel Bottle Ink, and I'm taking that and I'm just sealing the sides in. We're trying to create a dome in a good place for the nail. So I'm showing you guys the apex of the nail just to see how wearable this nail is and that it's not super bulky, because we do not want that. I've seen aquarium nails done, and when I did mine, I knew I wanted to make it a more wearable look and not necessarily, very bulky. So now that I have it sealed in, you guys see I'm just going in, putting in some more of the Meerkat gel just to seal it all up. And now the fun part, time to fill the nail. So I am using some very fine gold glitter, and I put it in the nail, and now you guys see I'm putting the Polygel onto the opening, and I'm just gonna sculpt it from there. The thing I love about Polygel is that it's in between a gel and it's in between acrylic, so I don't have to move super quick. I have the firmness of acrylic, which is really great. And then I also have the flexibility of gel that it will not cure until I am set and I am ready to cure it. So I filled it up with baby oil. I filled it up with very thin gold glitter. Going forward, I want to try some different glitters, but this was the only thing I had on hand, so I had to work with what I had. But yeah, so you guys can take your time. The aquarium nail, I'm telling you guys, I did my practice hand. As you guys see, I did like my other hand before I started filming, and this took some time, but I'm glad for my first try for doing this aquarium nail that I used Polygel, because I knew that the flexibility that I would have would allow me to make a better nail. So I cure it, and this is what the apex is looking like. Girl, you can't tell me that don't look natural. You cannot tell me. So I'm just going back in, filling stuff in, making sure that it looks even. There's enough gel on there. Make sure the cuticles are looking good, that it's not, pushing back too much. And now with the dual forms, I will come back and mention this. I personally do not like them. I do not think that you can build up a good enough apex with them. With that being said, if you are going to do these Polygel nails and do the dual forms, know that if you do this technique and use the dual forms and you choose to use the other dual forms for all your other nails, it won't look as natural. It won't look as, as good, because it'll have a very, very low apex. It's almost like it's straight. So just that to keep in mind. I like to sculpt my nails, which is why I did it for all of my other ones, to make it all blend in. So once I'm satisfied with the way that the nail is looking, I'm just going to file it. And Yeah, surprisingly, I filed it quite a bit and it did not seal, it did not leak to this day right now. It still is not leaking, and I've had these nails on for a couple of days now. So I'm just gonna buff them, and after I finish buffing them, now it's time to use the Top It Off gel in the kit, and I do the top and I do the underside because I want it to look crystal clear. I want it to kind of be like an ornament in itself, like a crystal ball. And so now for the rest of my nails, I'm using the One Door base coat. And I've used this in all of my other videos that required a base coat, and I'll put that in the links below. And both of these things I've got from Amazon, or all of these things pretty much, besides the glitter I got from Amazon. So let's go. Prime, 2-day shipping. We're here with it. So I primed my nails with the base coat, and now I'm putting on this red polish that I got from Amazon. It was in a kit, and I'm painting everything except for my middle finger because that's where we are going to do the stripes, candy canes, if you will, you know, whatever you want to call it. So these are the 3 brushes that I'm going to use to do my candy cane nail. And I'm starting off with the white, and I'm using the striping brush. It was the thinner striping brush. And I used the thicker striping brush to clean it up, but then I realized that it wasn't really working as well as I wanted to. So I think I use the stamping, I don't know what it's called, but I use a different brush to clean it up. But all you are doing is, you know, steadying your hand and just doing stripes across the nail. With this, make sure, you know, you have a steady hand. And something that I kind of didn't really do towards the beginning, but I started to do towards the end, was that I kind of laid down my brush and let my brush flow. So make sure you coat your brush enough with the gel paint, and these are gel paints. These aren't, you know, the regular quick dry or whatever, air dry. These are gel paints, and I like using gel paints for nail work because, again, you can manipulate it. If you mess up, just take it off and you're fine. You don't mess up your entire nail. So I zoomed in so you guys can see more closely what I am doing, and as you guys see, I'm kind of like laying it down. As soon as I find the right diagonal, the right spacing, I just lay it down, and the line comes out pretty straight. You just have to make sure that you put enough polish on your brush, and then you'll be straight. So I'm looking and comparing my nails, and you guys always want to do this when you're doing your nails. Make sure that you look and you cross, you know, you compare them, because you want to make sure that they're matching up. They don't have to be perfect because, you know, you're drawing it, you're hand drawing it, but you definitely do want to make sure that there is some type of cohesiveness, that it's going together, you know, just a little bit. So yeah. Now, I have the white. Like I said, I did the white first, and once I'm done with the white, I'm going to cure it. Boom, cured it. Mashed it up. Actually, I mashed it up first. I didn't cure it first. Now, boom, cured it. So now I'm going in with the red, and you guys want to make sure, like, again, it's gel. Do it one step at a time. Make sure that you like the white beforehand. Match it up. Once it's matched up, cure it, so that when you go on to the red, if you mess up on the red, all you gotta do is take some alcohol, take some acetone, wipe it down, and the white is still going to be there. You just want to continue on with the stripes. What I decided to do with this design was I did every other, like in between the whites, but if you want to, you could do like a thinner stripe and then a thicker stripe. I was going to do that, but then I changed my mind because I'm like, girl, you already have your other hand done. You don't need to be switching it up now. But you guys, again, take your time. You see me cleaning it up. Not all of these lines came out exactly straight on the first try or exactly the way I wanted them. And again, matching it up. So now I'm taking this gold glitter nail polish, and this is actual nail polish. This isn't gel polish. And I take that little, I took that little brush that you guys saw, and I put it where I saw fit in the line. So now we're moving on to the rest of the nails, and I'm using that same gel polish. It's kind of dry. It's thicker than, you know, what I'm used to with regular polishes. So that kind of worked to my advantage because I did a little gradient effect. I kind of brushed halfway down my nail, And then once I brushed halfway down my nail, I went back to the base and brushed on it more so that I can have a more gradient effect. And now for my pointer finger, I'm going back in with the Gel Bottle ink with their Builder Gel. And I put a dot on my pointer finger, and now I'm using these gold decorative squares, or not squares, excuse me, these gold decorative triangles. And I just created a big triangle design, kind of reminiscent of like a Christmas tree. So yeah, after I do that, I'm going to cure it, and that's pretty much it. With the middle finger, with the candy cane nail, because I'm using regular polish and not gel polish, you are going to want to make sure that you give it a little more time to dry, because it was a thicker polish, but I kind of thinned it out with some acetone and then just made my lines. I didn't have to do much. I didn't have to wait for very long, but you do want to make sure that you take that precaution, as well as the pointer, not the pointer, as well as the thumb and the pinky. So as you guys see, now I'm going in with my top coat because I let it dry, and then I'm going to go in with the top coat on my pinky finger and my thumb, and then we are done, and we have these glorious, wonderful nails. And yeah, I'm so happy with the way they have turned out. I am so pleased, and here is what they look like, you guys. Whoo! If you try these nails, let me know. Drop a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.